Hi friends, welcome to TRENDRIDER channel supported by Huringa.co.in. Today we are going to do the technical analysis for IFB AGRO Industries. IFB AGRO is the ticker name, and you are watching the monthly technical chart of the stock, and this is the historical price chart. Here each candle represents 1 month, and these are all the technical indicators and their respective graphs generated to do the technical analysis for this stock. Now, if you look at the historical price pattern, this stock I am taking this particular point as origin, February 2011. Okay, since then the stock started moving in the upward direction, and after that it broke into sideways movement, and again it made a new high, sideways movement, and again it made a new high, and right now it is in a consolidation phase. Okay, this is the trend of the stock. This is the path pattern of the stock. A new high and a sideways movement, a new high and a sideways movement, and a new high. Okay, so now you can clearly see that the stock is under the influence of positive super trend mode, and it has already crossed its 20 and 50-day moving average. That's good. And now the question is whether the stock will follow after this consolidation. Whether the stock will follow the same pattern. If the stock will follow the same pattern, that means after a high, a consolidation, a sideways movement. That means after this high, so the stock has to break into a sideways movement, and if it happens, then the stock, the price of the stock won't rise immediately. Whatever 680 is the right now. So 680, in the sideways movement, I am pretty sure that 680, the stock won't cross 680. So if it doesn't break into sideways movement and it continuously move in the upward direction, then only it crosses that 680 and becomes 700 or something like that. But the path trend of the stock suggests that is showing that after every new high, the stock is breaking into sideways movement. So we need to check whether it will go into sideways movement, or it will change its path pattern and it will move into the upward direction, or it goes in a consolidation phase and will go down further. So whatever we need to decide, it depends upon the further movement of the stock. So we need to see the further movement of the stock, the next move of the stock. Then only we can decide whether the stock can be considered for long-term investment or not. So until then, we need to keep the stock in wait and watch mode. That is the initial analysis. So now after we read the guiding points of the indicators, and then we will make a after undergoing all these things, then after considering all these things, then we will make a final conclusion regarding the investment strategy for the stock. Okay. Now, relative strength of the stock is going down. Clearly, you can see. Actually, it already crossed the 80 line. It is going below. It cut through the 80 line. It is going below, down. And the direction strength of the stock is direction strength of the stock is converging. You can clearly see that the positive and negative direction lines are converging there. Stochastics is positive. Actually, it is showing a positive trend, and it is clearly showing the fast line on top of the slow line, and both lines are diverging, but both lines are at the midpoint. So the trend is not strong. Okay, momentum is okay, playing on top of the zero line, that's okay, but it is looking in the downward direction. Price volume is increasing, and balance of power and elder ray both are in sync with each other, and but clearly telling that the stock is in bearish mode. Okay, bearish phase. And Kopekaro is clearly saying that though it is showing that the stock is in a buy zone, it is just lying flat on the baseline. So that is the status. That is the status of the stock. So from technical point. So as per me, as per my conclusion, based on this analysis, considering all these points, I feel this is not the. I still stick to the initial conclusion that this is not the right time for the. To consider the stock for long-term investment strategy. So we'll put the stock in wait and watch mode until it once it makes its next move. Then we will redo the analysis, and based on the move, we will reconsider the strategy, whether this stock is eligible for long-term strategy or not. That for a long-term investment or not. That we will reconsider the stock. But until then, as per me, this stock cannot be considered for long-term investment. Okay, guys, if you like this analysis, please like this video and subscribe to this channel.